I am the daughter of Chip Smith, who is a performance coach, and my mom was a cheerleader and an athlete growing up, and so I was kind of forced to be athletic and to do sports, and I was around it my whole life. My dad was a football and baseball player in college and always excelled at all of the sports he did. My mom cheered in high school and cheered for my dad in college, and so at a very young age, and I'm the youngest of 4 children, I'm the only girl, and so at 3 weeks old, I was at the football field. I was born in August, and my oldest brother started playing football in 1988, the year I was born, and so I was forced to be around it to be an athlete. I played t-ball and softball, and I also started cheering when I was 4. And that was kind of my way of being involved. When we were at the ball field, I think I asked my parents to play football, but clearly they didn't let me. So cheerleading was the next best thing to be on the field with those boys. So my dad would bring home these new cords and rubber bands and things, and he would hook them onto my brothers and me, and just say go in the backyard. And I can remember going on family vacations to the Outer Banks of North Carolina for Thanksgiving, and my dad taking us out to the beach and putting the long overspeed cords. This is when he had just come up with them. And I can remember my brother Zach just rolling in the sand because my brother Trip pulled him so hard and was just rolling and rolling and rolling. And we're all hysterical, but we were the guinea pigs for those pieces of equipment. I can remember putting on the chipometers and the shackles and all the different things that he would bring home, and you definitely feel like you are part of those things that you now see that the guys use, and it was always something new. You never knew what it was going to be. When he said, "Come here, I want you to put this on," you never knew what he was going to have you put on, or what it was going to make you feel like, or if your muscles are going to be sore the next day, or if you were going to be doing forward rolls down the beach in the sand. And so that always made life fun and exciting because we got to be a part of it, and it made us feel like we had an input into our dad's business. In middle school, I was on an all-star cheerleading team. I did competitive cheerleading, and then through high school. So cheerleading kind of became my love, and so I continued to do that until I had 2 knee surgeries and was told I was no longer able to cheer because I had no cartilage in my knee. I'd torn my ACL and a lot of other things, and so that kind of ended my career, but I continued on to get my degree in education, and I taught, and then I was able to pursue my love of cheerleading as a coach for 5 years for basketball, football, and then for competition cheerleading, and so I was able to kind of live that back out through that, and so coaching was almost more of a love of mine than teaching was. Right after college, I met Ian Childress, who now works here with my dad, and we went to college together. We actually didn't meet until after, but he was a football player, and he's a big dude, and he was a coach when I met him, and that definitely played a role in our relationship because I come from a sports family, not just people who played sports, but sports is our life, and sports is the industry that my family is in. It's just played a role in my life, my whole life, and so there's hundreds of things that I love about Ian, but that was definitely a really cool thing that he could fit into our family in that way, and that was just another variable, another positive thing about him, and so to see that come to fruition and work for my dad now, and that's a really cool thing for me because it just continues what I've been a part of my whole life.
Now, several months ago, you guys had a beautiful baby boy. Tell me about him.
Oh, his name is Tucker, and Tucker is 10 months old now, and he is just a ball of muscle, and he loves to jump. My dad jokes that he is going to invent equipment for the first 10-month-old or the first 1-year-old that he can. He jumps and jumps and jumps. He loves balls. He's just all boy 100%. So he's definitely the light of our life, and exciting to see him grow and develop. It's a really cool feeling. I have a great family. I can't imagine being raised or having any different parents because in my opinion, they are the best. It makes you proud to be who you are and who you're from and who your family is. It's taught me a lot about being humble and knowing where that success comes from, and it was really, really cool for me when my dad got inducted into Liberty's Hall of Fame for a numerous amount of reasons. One, because I was so proud of my dad and who he was and all the things he's accomplished. Also because I was a graduate of Liberty, and so to go back and to be, to just see what a mark he made on that same school that I went to and got my degree from was just such it was really, really cool. It was really cool to see all of the people that came back to support him, and because a lot of times when they are your world, you don't even realize how many people that they've affected because they're your dad. Of course they've affected you because he's my dad, she's my mom, and so the older I get, the more I realize the number of people and the number of lives that my dad has had an effect on. And that is just really cool to me, and it just gives you something to strive for, and just makes you thankful, and you always want to stay humble and always stay thankful to who all of those blessings come from. But yeah, it's a really cool feeling. I have a great family. I can't imagine being raised or having any different parents because in my opinion, they are the best. And so whether my dad's a sports performance coach or not, they're great parents. And so that makes you proud of them.